Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga Magnificat with Nithya. Today we are going to do some relaxation yoga, and this is Saucy. She's joining us for our our time of relaxation, so feel free to do with or without a puppy. Otherwise we'll get started in a seated position with our legs crossed. And I'm not sure if Sausage is going to relax with us. We'll see, because he sometimes really likes to get frisky when I'm on the floor. So with that said, we're going to cross the legs. Feel free to sit on a bolster, a pillow, or a folded up throw. We'll see how this goes. So we're going to start with the legs crossed, sitting up tall, relaxing, breathing in, and breathing out. Maybe this will amuse you more than relax you. I'm not sure, but we'll try it. We're going to start with a gentle heart opener. So keep the hands on your knees. Begin to open up through the chest as you lean back, look up at the sky, and exhale, roll forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, roll forward. Inhale, come on up. We'll take a side bend. Right hand to the floor. Left hand up and over. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's come on up. We'll set the left hand down, take the right hand up and over. Good. Let's start by placing the feet out in front into Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. We'll have the feet together, the knees out, and we'll sit up nice and tall. As we exhale, come forward, keeping your spine long. Inhale, pressing back your sit bones. And then exhaling, rounding forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just allow yourself to fall into this first pose. Allow your breath to really work its way up and all the way back out. Just let your head hang, your shoulders relax. And then slowly make your way back up. Now we're going to keep the right knee down. We're going to flip the left knee over and come onto a side. So from here, we're going to separate the left leg back so that your legs become more of a zigzag shape. Right foot is on top of the left thigh. Left leg is back and somewhat close to your hip. Try to sit down into your left sit bones. If it's really hard and you're really lifting up, find a rolled up throw and you can stick it underneath and sit back down just to give yourself a little support. So from here, we're coming into what we call deer pose in yin yoga. Although in this session, we're not going to be holding poses for too long. It's just a way to relax the mind and the body before maybe going to bed or after a hard session of working out or working at your desk. So from here, take your left hand back in space and then follow with your right hand and lean back as you walk almost straight back from the center of your body. So if you're looking down at your legs, you're just trying to move slightly away, maybe over to the left a little bit. Immediately, you might start to feel this this rotation, internal rotation of your left thigh. And it might feel a little just uncomfortable, a little bit creaky. You can decide how far back you want to go. Some people who are fairly open can feel free to come down even farther. But if you want to stay up, you can as well. And we'll just take a few breaths in, a few breaths out. Slowly walk your way back up. Staying here, sitting tall. we're going to take a side twist to the left. So take your left hand back, right hand against the back of your left thigh. You're going to hook your hand there behind your hamstring here, and then turn a little bit to the left. Breathing in and breathing out. Oh, Saucy's found a toy. A Smartie, in fact. Good. Slowly return back to center. And then from here, we're going to come into a modified pigeon pose. For a lot of people, pigeon can be really hard to get to. Now, what I suggest is you can place a block on the right side to prop up your elbows, prop up your forehead, whatever works better for you. Now, we're going to turn to face the right knee and place the hands on the floor. Now, for some of you, you might already feel, oh boy, there's a lot going on right in that left thigh and hip. Now, you could stay here and kind of walk yourself forward into a more soft version of pigeon, or you can extend that leg back, turn onto the front of your thigh and your knee, so you're turning your body to face the floor, and then you could crawl your arms down, either resting on the block, or you could be high up on your hands, or you can come all the way back down and support your head anywhere along the way. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly begin to walk your way back up. You're going to rock onto your right hip, release your left leg, bring it back into its starting position, and then begin to flip the legs to the other side. So you're going to bring those feet forward, drop them to the left side so you're on your left hip, and then separate your top leg so that the left foot is on top of the right thigh. Okay, so again, you're going to feel your right hip lifting up a little if you're tight around your hips. Again, you can use your bolster or pillow to slide it underneath your seat and just have a sit back down. For some people, this is quite enough. You can stay here, just working on that internal rotation, or you can walk your right hand back carefully, adding your left hand, and then coming onto your palms. Again, just push into your hands gently. Find a gentle rotation in that right thigh, a little bit of leaning back, and again, walk back more if you want, coming into a little bit more deeper of a pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Continue breathing, inhaling, feeling expansive and light. And as you exhale, think about melting and softening down everything that is potentially hard or holding any grip. Slowly walk your way back up. We're going to take that twist. So lifting the arms up, turn to the right. Take your left hand over to your right outer thigh. Take your right hand down behind you and just give yourself a little turn to the right. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hey, Saucy. Maybe say hi to your puppy, your pet, whichever furry loved one you have at home. Hello. And then slowly come back. We're going to make our way to a pigeon pose on the other side. So if you want to have your block on the left side, go ahead and place it there for whatever kind of propping up you need. So again, you could stay here with the same formation in your legs, or you can turn to face the left side, framing your bent knee. So if Saucy just moves his butt, you can see I have my hands framed around the knee. So you could come down in this position. Found a receipt this time. You're really good at finding junk. So turn to face the block. He's not happy I did that. I was biting my shirt. You could come down, or you can just straighten that leg and turn the thigh down and roll a little bit more center onto the middle of your left leg. I'm sorry, I hope you can see what's going on. Take a big breath in. If you'd like, you can hang out with your elbows on the block, just to try something a little bit lower, or you can come down onto your elbows. You can use the block underneath your forehead and just hang out here. So really nice glute stretch, really works the big glute muscles, stretching them out. Taking a deep breath in, see what you can melt and soften. Slowly walk your way back up. You're going to put your weight onto your left hip, turn that leg down off to the side again, and then bring yourself back to the starting position. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. I'm going to come into a wide angle fold position. So starting with the feet out in a large V. Make sure that your legs aren't so far out that you're finding it hard to sit in the center of your sit bones. So if you're leaning back, maybe bring your knees, your legs a little bit closer in so you can sit straight down into your sit bones. Okay, so whatever works better for you. Now you might find that having a block in front of you could be helpful, because sometimes hinging forward and reaching for the floor can be really hard, especially if there's some abundance here or a lot of restriction in your range of motion around the hips. So we'll all start nice and tall, lifting up the arms. Exhale, hinge forward, keeping your body nice and tall, spine long. Now you can set your hands down on the floor or you can use a block. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower it down. So just let your body lead the way. See if you can keep those toes up as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Once you're comfortable, allow yourself to just drop down, drop the head, shoulders, and round the spine. Think about breathing in through your back, inflating towards the sky. Exhaling, letting go, becoming very soft. Continue with your breath. Let it grow long and deep. And always be sure to take a position that feels right for you. So even if you're seeing me on the screen, I'm fairly low down, and you feel like you're really high up, don't sweat it. Some people even like to hold on to a bolster. So if you have a big bolster and you can put your elbows down onto it, say it's a little higher up in this one, then you can kind of just lean into it without feeling like you're straining to hold on to this position. You want these stretches to be really passive, to be comfortable and soothing. So whatever you can do to make things comfy for you, even if it's rolling up a duvet, finding ways, sort of do-it-yourself props that you can use for your practice, go ahead and pile them up. So from here, let's take the hands back out. If you have your hands on a block, you're going to bring the block with you or walk the hands on the floor to your right side. So I'm going to slide my block to show you that I'm bringing it flush up against my right foot. Place my hands, get nice and long, and try to keep my left hip down. So I'm not peeling it off the ground. And then I'm going to reach long and set myself back down, bowing towards the earth again. You can do this without the block, or you can hold on to your foot or your shin, whatever you can get. It's really nice hamstring stretch. Also a nice place to scratch your puppy's tummy. What are you upside down for? There's his foot. I should call this puppy yoga. What are you doing, silly thing? Therapeutic puppy yoga. High five. Give me a high five. Good boy. Okay, let's bring those hands forward. Walk them over to the left with or without a block. So without a block, You're just going to stretch long. Again, keep your right hip down. Get nice and long through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward, pressing into the floor on either side of your foot, holding on to your leg or wherever you like, and then bowing down as far as you prefer. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhaling slowly and exhaling. Slowly walk your way back up, back to center, and release. All right, so let's take our feet back to center. We're going to come for a few moments into a tabletop position, so on your hands and knees. Again, anytime you're kneeling, feel free to grab a rolled up towel and kneel on it. What, do you think this is your bed? Sausage. We're going to do our cat-cows together. You're going to help me? So on our hands and knees, we're going to start by dropping the belly, lifting up the tailbone. Inhaling. Exhale, round. So drop your tailbone down, look at your knees, and push into your hands so you're pushing the top of your spine up to the sky. Inhale for your cow position. Exhale, round, lifting your back to the sky. Inhale for your cow. From here, think about drawing your wrist towards your knees and your knees towards your wrist. Last time for your cat position. Really arc up nice and tall. And then come back to a tabletop position. I'm going to take a little X stretch here for the hips. So go ahead and take your left foot back and swing it over to the right. Land your toes on the ground. So you've crossed your left leg over to the right. Now we're going to press into the hands. Don't let yourself bow the elbows back or out. Push down and then look to your right toes. Sorry, the right side. Those are your left toes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, continue breathing here. Slowly come back to center. Replace your left knee down. We'll do the same on the other side. So stick your right foot back, cross it over to the left, put your toe down. Push into your hands and lengthen through the crown of your head. And then look to the left so you can see those toes. Big breath in, feel the right side expand. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back to center. From here, we're going to take a variation of child's pose that some people may or may not have done before. So you can widen your knees and bring your big toes to touch at the back. Now you're going to sit your hips back, and we're going to add a variation here that may require 2 blocks. So I'm going to show you, you're going to pretend I have 2 blocks because I only have 1 right now. You're going to place your blocks, 1 block here and a secondary here. If you don't have a block, don't sweat it. You can also do this on the floor. I just want to show you in case some of you out there have a couple of books out there that you can use and you can stack them up on either side. How are we going to do this? Like, I'm going to squash you. So we're going to try this. Place your elbows down onto your block or 2 blocks. Put your fingertips together and sink it back. I'm sorry, Sausage. I'm squashing my dog. So you're going to lay your head down onto the floor, or if you've got your arms on a block, you're just going to let your head hang in space. So I'll show you what it looks like without the block. Your elbows come down, and you're going to put your head down and come into child's pose. What are you doing, Saucy? Breathing in and breathing out. You're going to stretch your triceps, your lats, a little bit in the front of your chest, and then slowly make your way back up. All right. From here, see if you can come onto your knees. Bring your hands behind you and then press the fist down, open through your chest. Look forward and open through your pectorals. So it's the muscles right around your chest that connect to your shoulder heads. Something that you can do anywhere, anytime, even if you're sitting at a desk. And it's a good idea to do it because a lot of times if we find ourselves hunched forward, looking at devices, this is what happens, those muscles shorten. So it's a good idea to open and expand through that chest a few times a day if you can. Feel your collarbones open, feel that space increasing as you breathe through your lungs. And then slowly release. All right, we're going to get ready for some poses on the floor. So I'm going to invite you to either lay down, Saucy, off you go. You can lay your blanket on the ground lengthwise so you can put your back against its length, unless you have a naughty puppy who wants to chew on it. So once you're set up, come and have a seat and lie down onto your back. While you're lying on the ground, you're going to bend your knees and tip them over to the right. From here, you can lift your right foot up and place it on top of your left leg if you want, or you can just have them side by side. Then take your gaze over to your left hand. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. This doggy butt in my face. All right, let's release. Take it over to the other side. Tip them over to the left. Place the left foot over the right thigh and take your gaze to the right. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. That's indecent sausage. All right, we're going to release. All right, we're going to start with Shavasana. So we're going to lay down the feet. Let the head come down. Splay out the hands. Close your eyes. Take a few moments here, breathing in and breathing out. You're being so crazy. Come here, puppy. Come here. Be good. Have a puppy cuddle on your chest, maybe. Who's a good boy. Take a few more breaths. Allow yourself to soften down. Feel free to hit pause anytime to lengthen your Shavasana. Take as much time as you need, focusing on your breath, allowing all of your worries and anxieties to slip off like you're shedding water. Let cool, clean air enter your body. Feel it rushing into all those areas that felt dark and closed up during your day. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle your hands and feet. You can reach up overhead with your arms over your head. Stretch nice and long. Maybe cuddle a puppy. Maybe kiss. Are we going to be able to get up? No. I'm not really sure. I might be stuck here. Oh, there we go. Begin to make your way up to a seat. Rocking up or rolling. Sausage is getting very frisky. Let's sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands to heart. Hello, baby. Cuddle the puppy. May you have this joy and peace with you today in your thoughts, your words, and heart. Namaste. From Thea and Sausage. Say bye-bye, puppy. Bye-bye. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes.